Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. A while ago, I did a build for Rhino, which is something that at that time it was a little bit of a subpar build. But times have changed, I've improved, you guys have improved, and things have also improved as well. So today we're going to be going for a stomp build for Rhino, and this is going to be very important and very useful for a lot of you who intend to seal and also lock down the entire room, or at least a certain portion of the tile set. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you know how Rhino works, so there's no need for me to explain its powers or how they work. Now, with that said and done, let's go ahead and get started. Now, this build is going to be focused on two things that Rhino needs the most when it comes to stomp and when it comes to his CC, and that is going to be duration and range. Now, I know a lot of people actually use builds that based on or revolve around using reinforced stomp augment, while this one doesn't use that. But you can still use reinforced stomp if you want. You can change and evolve a lot of these builds and make it something that you actually feel comfortable with. Now, starting off with this thing, starting off with the aura slot, this is something that is also not quite strict. And I want to make sure that you guys understand that you have to use auras that actually balance and goes with the flow of your playstyle. Now, I'm using Energy Siphon because it's just an addiction that needs curing. It is something that I've done several times, and I think I got used to it before we had a lot of these conventional ways of getting energy. Now, I'm also using Narrow-Minded and Continuity because it is also going to be a great thing and a big thing when it comes to enemies floating or how long they stay in the air. So with these two combined, it gives us a duration of about 18 seconds, which is not really bad if you think about it. You can clear a lot of these enemies out of the room within 18 seconds. That's all you need. A lot of us can do a lot of these things, or we do most of these things within 20 seconds or less. So 18 is somewhere that is also a little bit much more of a perfect thing. Now, if you add other duration mods to it, it will increase the time as well, but it will consume another slot that you might need for another mod. Now, Vitality and Primed Flow is almost a must in a lot of builds these days. But if your name or your last name is Lucky, then you can do away with it. You can get rid of it because you know how to work your way around a lot of these things. Now, Stretch, Overextended, Cunning Drift, and Augur Reach are my base range mods. Now, these are some of the things that a lot of you can also change things around. You can remove some of this mod. You can swap it out for something else. However, I'm putting this four together mainly because I want to have a huge range and I want to have a huge benefit. Mainly because Narrow-Minded actually reduced my range. So I want to make sure that I'm able to put a lot of these things and push the range back up to where it needs to be. Now, this will also lock down the entire room. It will lock down a large radius. And I've actually tested it several times and it works in an amazing way as well. And this is one of the things that I really enjoy about Rhino right now. Because after the few tweaks and changes that they made to Rhino, you can cast Stomp several times. And that is also something that is very important. So if you see a new set of enemies coming into the room, you can cast it again and also lock them as well. Now, this setup suffers heavily on power strength and will be something that you may want to consider. If you are thinking of using something that goes with iron skin, then power strength is a must and also a very important thing for you. So when it comes to things like this, you might want to switch it out and go for something else. I think my previous build was also focused on power strength, so you can watch that and go for something similar. Now, at the base of 275 armor, I think a lot of frames in the game already come with something around that range, and a lot of us have been able to manage and also function on those, so Rhino can still survive like other frames at this armor level. But as usual, all these mods can be swapped out for the mods of your choice. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope you guys liked the video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more Warframe. And as always, it is DA signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.